Okay. This is not going to be my first run of the day, as I tried the weekly for a bit, but then got called away to do other things mid-run. The weekly is interesting. Also, my music is bugging out because ads are being, like, somewhat skipped, but also not really. So, it'll be cutting in and out for me, which means I will probably not be as focused as usual. Which is unfortunate.
E.
Hmm. See, I feel like Rebel is getting worse and worse as I get better and better at the game, because I'm realizing I need my health. Uh, you guys have seen some of the absolutely ridiculous things that have been happening, so I'm gonna go with horror. I feel like I'm getting better at mid-screen dodges, which is something that I've been pretty bad at before. Mid-screen dodges being the I am running into the middle of the goddamn screen and shooting towards the center and praying that nothing hits me. Which is a stupid way of doing things, but it is the way that I have been doing things. Sometimes, in very dire situations. And the worst part is, it works half the time. I will say, I really, really like Recycle Gland now. Before, it used to be like one of my lowest tiered things, because I was like, why would I ever want this instead of something else? But now I realize that it allows me to use weapons that I wouldn't normally be able to. While also just being really good in the middle of the game. Unlike things like Laser Brain that can sometimes not get a whole lot of value. Yes, hi kitten, of course you're here to torment me while I'm busy. Ow. I hit fucking spacebar. I got out my rents, but it didn't fucking work. You guys are gonna fucking hate this weekly. The good news with the weekly is you can try it as many times as you want. Now, there have been minor variations in between, but mostly it's the exact same thing over and over and over again. We have the same weapons, one of which is cursed, so I can't switch it out, which means as robot that I have to use basically it as my main weapon. That way I can eat guns for the other half. We also, because of Crown of Life, we cannot gain health mid-stage unless we get Bloodlust. Which thankfully there is Bloodlust fairly early on. However, I did not think how badly this would affect my survivability until later. So we are going to take long arms. Why? Surely so that we can get heavy heart later, so that we get more weapon drops. Because as robot, that's the most important thing that you can do, is get heavy heart. Now we are going to be a little bit overpowered in the early game. Oh yeah. And Heavy Heart will also make it so that we can actually live some things. Now we cannot take Last Wish until after Cheese Caves. That way we can do Cheese Caves. I have died in the freaking cave once. I've died before then once. I died in the desert once. So I have run this seed a couple of times. The mutation choices are always the same. The guns are 99% of the time the exact same. I've only seen one thing change once. And that was a minigun, which I actually wanted to use. Being switched out with a slugger I did not want to use. So I believe next up we get the choice of like Strong Spirit, Bloodlust, Back Muscle. stuff. Oh yeah, there's also a super secret enemy that's in this seed that you don't get to see very often. That thankfully I think is guaranteed to appear because it showed up twice. Which normally it never shows up, so... In fact, it showed up at all. Means it's probably guaranteed. So, Throne Butt, Bloodlust, Strong Spirit. Yeah, it was close. I know I took Throne Butt once, and that changed the thing. I'm going to go with Bloodlust this time around, because I realized that's more important. Super Crossbow, that's always been there. This is the special boy. They're real. I've been telling you about them for a long time, but it took a seeded weekly run, the Crown of Life, before one actually made a goddamn appearance. That's always been there. And now, Hell Time. Yes, that is a real health chest in the center. I know because I've had to pick it up on a number of occasions through this. And yes, the goddamn spiders will split like 3,000 times. Not that any of that matters when you get telefragged. So let's do this again. Yeah, 9 enemies on the first stage. That's fucking terrible. Okay, thank God we didn't eat the hyper rifle. I would have been mad. Nice, we managed to get the ammo out of that. the health mimic always drops HP, so I'm not too worried. Even though you're not supposed to be able to get them, I suppose that he overrides that rule just by existing. Yeah, so that has changed between a flamethrower, a slugger, and a couple of other things. In my heart, what? How? There was no big crystal there to. Fine, I'm gonna have to do that strat again. Like it, but here we are. You seriously tried to fucking predict me that fucking hard. I commend you for your efforts, sir. Well, oops. I accidentally ate the fucking hyper rifle I was supposed to be keeping because I love Robot the character and how it is so easy to fucking destroy your weapons that you actually fucking want. The only good thing about Robot is his max level ability, which makes it you no longer need to actually eat the weapons on the floor. You can just wait and they all get consumed at the end of the level. But even then, it makes it you have basically no ability. Because Robot is the worst late-game character while being the best early-game character. Screw it. Secret pistol. Take it. So usually my strat here would then be to hyper rifle all over the place, which obviously I can't do since I don't have it there. But yes, they stuck a goddamn super crystal in that teeny tiny little corner where the only way to fucking actually hit him is to get in there with him, and surprise, he can just telefrag you. So about 1/3 of your runs are just going to fucking die there, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I'd be more mad if it actually meant anything. You know what? Screw it. Screw everything. If absolutely nothing's going to change run to run, where's going to alternate timeline this sit? Where is he? Yeah, that's not even enough to fucking level. Do you know how bad you have to be to not even level from that? Ow. The only bullet that isn't actually red that hurts you. Okay. I say that and then there are green bullets, but yes. Bitch, you're not supposed to be allowed to exist yet. But here we are. Now, do you want to know why I haven't done this yet? Take one wild fucking guess. Also, you can tell this is similar to the... Let's not fuck this up, you goddamn morons. You know what? No, I'm not having this. We need that EXP. Go again. Death can have me when it earns me. See, this is a very similar stage, but there's just not as many enemies in it. Also, these guys, and how often they fucking split into 100 billion little clones, is not determined by seed. So they can do it once or 3,000 times, depending on how they feel that day. Bastards. Why did I get a Discord ping? Nothing important. This is about how far I got before I got rudely interrupted. Actually, no, I beat Little Hunter. Okay, these guys are the exact fucking same as they were the previous time. Kiss me, you animal. Again. This was so fun to deal with the first time. You're not supposed to be able to be summoned by him. What the hell? I have literally never seen him summon shield guys. Is that an Oasis only, like, weird detail? Yeah, these guys have more HP than Big fucking Bandit. And I didn't even have Scare Your Face when I was fighting Big Bandit. And these guys take 5 Super Mega Slugger shots. Bitch. Well, we didn't get this last time. But it's interesting to know this is here. Very interesting. In fucking indeed, eh? Not needed. Dang, maybe I did. No, I've been very satisfied. I don't remember being satisfied whatsoever. Must have been a previous run where I had a cursed weapon. Double here. Uploading. Probably take way more than that, but I didn't start counting until a bit later. Kinda like unlock the robot, right? You didn't have that one. For a kill score, we're going to get fucking... I ate a cursed gun. No more robot. No more robot. No, we are doing a robot run, but we're doing a special robot run. We're doing Crown of Guns. Why did you run all that way, biatch? I forgot that does 7 fucking damage. Want to swap that out for anything. Which, I mean, yes, you are doing something no other character can do, but also, that's a lot of HP to lose, man. Kidding me? Just walking down here and suddenly half my health is gone. There we go. Not gonna save me, but it's certainly gonna try. Everything's alright. Lined up the prophets, and as each fell over dead, the queen sang the beginning to the story of the end. Yes, actually. Cain kills Romeo, and the choir went to pieces, and the jester cut the lights. Something in the rafters whispered, everything's alright. As the king lined up the prophets, and as each fell over dead, the beginning to the story of the end. Sticky launcher, lightning pistol, and grenade shotgun, all of which are useless. Dances with war, they sing this scene before, and beauty queens paint guillotines, God knows what for. King just swings on puppet strings, the cops bust through the door. The choir went to pieces, the jester cut the lights. Something in the rafters whispered, everything's alright. Lined up the prophets, and each fell over dead. The queen sang the beginning of the story of the end. Da 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 da. This song's probably political, but I don't know how, so I'm singing it. The ideal for this would be three weapon perks, thrown, so that's 4, and then extra HP, extra carrying capacity. That's 6. So those are the 6 that you really need, and in total you start at level 1 and you go to level 9. So that's like 8. So you need 6 out of 8 to be the right ones, and I've already got 3 that aren't those, so I'm gonna miss out on something. Ow, my face. I honestly forgot I had trigger. I didn't even mean to kill that man. It just sort of happened. You know, 1 second you're vibing, the next second somebody's dead. The usual. I suppose if I want to actually make progress, I need to do that. I definitely don't have Crown of Risk, so I'm gonna go with Crown of Risk. That is not a super plasma cannon. I am sad. Okay, we're gonna get it. because that's 3 out of 3 of the things. Which means our next mutation is guaranteed to have Heavy Heart as an option. So let's go Crown of Risk. We aren't even at full HP yet, so it's a terrible idea, but I don't think it affects the drop rate of guns, which we no longer have Crown of Guns, so that doesn't matter that it doesn't affect the drop rate of guns. I've thrown the child out with the bathwater, as the old folks would say. Auto crossbow. Well, back to cursed it is then. Because I mean, I have bolt and I have frickin' everything else, so yes. Oh, yeah. Technically, this guy died second because you were in the process of exploding. Also, thank you, Strong Spirit, for saving my life. Yes, I noticed you. You are not forgotten. Yeah, Bazooka is fucking insane. Has no one... Am I the first to discover this? Because, I mean, it killed a rock man in one blast, and it's not even that slow. And it's greatly useful with taking out things like the giant fucking murder dog. 3 ammo for a murder dog. Which, because I cannot call him Big Dog, because that's already been fucking codified as something else. Murder Dog will have to do. Oh, hi, thank you. Heavy Heart, more weapon drops. That takes 8 ammo to fire. So every ammo drop is 1 firing of that gun. But in return, if you time it just right, you can one-shot a jumping dog. Triple machine gun's gonna be better for this. Honestly, just better in general. Why is triple machine gun so good? I don't know. We do have recycle weapon. Now see, we have Crown of Risk, and since getting it, I don't think a single health pack has dropped. Because that is Crown of Risk for you. You lose HP, you will never be on full HP again without Bloodlust. Also be really bad for ammo if I did not happen to have Recycle Gland. Go. Level Ultra. Nice. Very nice. Oh, I ate the other weapon. That's why it's not flying to me right now. High tier weapons only versus eating weapons can drop chests. High tier weapon. Thanks. Now, as long as we never lose HP, we'll have enough ammo and everything to fund a billion weapon project, and we should heal at the end of every stage as all of the weapons are consumed and give super benefits. So, in theory, Crown of Risk won't completely screw us over. For the 2 stages it'll be around before we try switching it for a tier 2 crown so that we can get that going. Also, we immediately lost our advantage. Okay, we immediately got our advantage back. Which, for ease's sake, I'm just going to say advantage whenever I mean I am at full HP and can actually use my goddamn crown for its benefit rather than its deficit. Ow. That's fine. Gold. Yep. Ooh, Gatling Bazooka. Okay. We are taking that, because that is going to be our boss kill. That double minigun. That's a double minigun. So now all of these will get eaten when we leave, so I don't actually need to stick around. Ow. The child is back with the bathwater. I repeat. Well, no, actually. They never left the bathwater. The whole thing is that you accidentally threw them out with it. And therefore, you shouldn't have. I am losing track of everything. Devastator. This is what it does. It's ridiculous. And so silly. And now, we are back to full ammo on this thing. Hooray! Does it feel when I cannot? I should strap myself in bed. I guess I'll sleep when I am dead. Nope. Ah, of course! There happens to be a sealed guy up there who happens to be blocking at that moment despite nothing being near him. Ugh, pain.